Hello viewers, this is Dow2Fast here. In today's video I will show you this new dash cam from the company Z Edge. This one is a Z3D dual lens car dash camera. This system has a front camera and a separate rear camera you install in the back of the vehicle. Now if you don't connect up the rear camera, the front camera can record up to 1440p, but if you connect up the rear camera, then both cameras will record in 1080p. This dash cam features GPS, wide dynamic range recording, low light vision. Let me unbox this and I'll show you what comes with this unit. Here's the dash cam. As you can see, it's very compact. Plastic pry bar. USB power cable. Clips. USB cable. Rear camera cable. Windshield mounts with a GPS antenna. Here's a rear camera. 12-volt power adapter. User manual. Here's a look at everything you get with this dash cam. Let's have a closer look at this dash cam. On the front, this is the front camera. It has a 5-glass lens with a viewing angle of 150 degrees wide angle view. This dash cam does have night vision, so it will capture a clear image even at nights. Over here is the speaker. Looking at the bottom, there's a microphone. On this side is a power switch. On the other side is a memory card slot. Looking at the top, this is the micro USB connector for powering the dash cam. In the middle is a slot for installing the windshield mount. On the far left is a mini USB connector for connecting the rear camera. On the back you have this large 2.7-inch color LCD display. On the right side you have the menu button, up select, down select, and the OK button. Now as I mentioned, this dash cam has a resolution of 2560 by 1440. But if you connect up the rear camera to this dash cam, so both cameras are recording at the same time, then both cameras will be recording in 1920 by 1080. So here I'll install the memory card. Let me show you how to install the windshield mount with a GPS antenna attached. It's very simple. Slide this end onto the top of the dash cam. And then plug this cable with a micro USB connector into this port. When it comes time to installing this in the vehicle, place the suction cup onto the windshield and turn this and lock it in place. To remove the unit, turn this counterclockwise and then you remove this off the windshield. If you loosen this knob, you can also adjust the angle and rotate this left and right. Next, I'll show you how to connect the power cable and the rear camera to this dash cam. On the right side, this is the USB power cable. What you want to do is take this micro USB connector and plug it into the GPS antenna at the top of the windshield mount. Plug the other end of the cable to this 12-volt USB adapter. And then plug this cigarette lighter plug into your vehicle. This is a cable for connecting the rear camera. Now this cable is 26 feet long, so it'll be long enough for you to run it from the front of the vehicle all the way to the back for most vehicles. What you want to do is take this connector and plug it in to the rear camera. Plug the other end of the cable to the top of the dash cam into this mini USB connector. Now with this rear camera, you have a double-sided tape at the back. You can loosen this knob, adjust the angle, and you can stick this onto the inside of the back window. Let's power this on. Here it's asking you to select the language. Now you can set the day and time. Now once the unit is powered on, the recording will begin automatically. That's indicated by the flashing red dot right here on the screen, and also a flashing red LED at the very top here. Looking at the display here, this is a picture-in-picture view. So the bigger screen here is showing the front camera image, and the smaller screen here is showing the rear camera image. Let's go into the setup menu. First need to stop the recording. Press the OK button. Press it again. Now press the menu button. The first menu is resolution. Right now with the rear camera connected, it's recording both at 1080p. Screen display is showing picture-in-picture. Loop recording defaults 3 minutes. You can set it for 1 minute or 5 minutes. Voice setup by default is on. This is the microphone to record audio. So you can turn this on or off. Exposure value. You can increase or decrease exposure. Stamp setup. Right now, the video will have a date stamp and a logo stamp. language, time setup, driver ID setting, button beep, default is on, auto power off is off, LCD auto off is set to 3 minutes. I'm going to turn this off. With the LCD auto off, so while it's recording, if you want the LCD to turn off automatically, you can set this time right here. Wide dynamic range is on, frequency 60 Hz, format to format the memory card, default to restore to factory default, version info, this will show you the software version. Press the menu again. Now we're in the feature set menu. First item is driver fatigue alarm. It's set to 4 hours. So if you drive for 4 hours, the unit will beep at you to make sure you're not falling asleep. Remind lights is on. With this dash cam, when it gets dark outside, the LCD will show a headlight icon to remind you to turn on the headlight. Motion detect is off. Parking monitor is off. G-sensor sensitivity is set to medium. Now you can set this for low, medium, high, or off. With a G-sensor, if you get into an accident and there's an impact to the vehicle, this dashcam will detect the impact and lock that video clip so it will not be overwritten. To exit the setup menu, press the menu button. While looking on the main screen, if you press the OK button, there's some icons on the right that will show up. You can mute the microphone if you want. You can press a hazard icon right here that will lock this video clip so this 3-minute video clip will not be overwritten. If you select the camera icon right here, then you go into photo taking mode. You can take a picture. You can also select the playback button right here. This will allow you to play back normal video, emergency file, and photo. And when you turn off the ignition, the unit will power off automatically. So let's take this to the vehicle, get it installed, and we'll check out the daytime and nighttime recording. To install the dashcam, place the suction cup onto the windshield, push it down, turn the latch clockwise until it locks in place, adjust the angle of the dashcam, and tighten the knob, connect the USB power cable, connect the rear camera cable, run both wires up to the headliner and over to the A-pillar. Pull back the weather stripping. So run this rear camera cable up along the edge right here. Now you need to be careful and keep the cable away from the side curtain airbag. Run the power cable along the side down here and take it over to the center console where you'll plug in your cigarette lighter plug. Now reinstall the weather stripping. Now if you have extra cables, you can tuck it behind the headliner. To install the rear camera, remove the backing on the double-sided tape and then stick this directly onto the back window. Connect the rear camera cable to the rear camera. Turn on the ignition. And the dashcam will turn on and begin recording. If you want to play back the recorded GPS data, you need to download the software from Z-Edge. Go to the website zeroedgetechnology.com/downloads. Here you can download the Z-Edge T3 multimedia player for Mac and Windows. Download the software and install it. Here I have the GPS multimedia player open. To play back the video, you can take the microsd memory card out of the Dashcam and put it into a card reader in your computer. And at the bottom, select Open File. Choose any one of the recorded video file. You'll start playing. So at the bottom, you have the maximum speed, average speed, total distance. On the right side, you have a map showing the location you're traveling in. Let's pause it. Below the map, you can select kilometers per hour or miles per hour. As you saw in the daytime and nighttime video, the quality of the recording is very good. With a high definition resolution for both the front and rear camera, you can clearly read license plate and road signs. The daytime video has excellent detail with good exposure and contrast. The nighttime recording is also very good, but if the road has no ambient light, the video will look a bit noisy. Now the main benefit of having this Dashcam is you have a front and rear camera and it records both simultaneously. It will capture everything happening around you as you drive. This unit also comes with a GPS antenna and it captures your driving location information. I like the overall design of this Dashcam. It has a large LCD display and easy to operate menu buttons. The installation is also very straightforward with only 2 wires, one for power and one for the rear camera. If you're in the market for a Dashcam that has both front and rear camera recording, you should definitely check out this Dashcam from the company Z-Edge. Now I will include the link in the description below. Hope you enjoy watching this video and remember to click on a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.